right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kabadash. Of course, double honor to my elders and bishops, apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Shalom, salutations to the brothers out there pushing the word of sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Delivering the message to your elect out there to run the race of salvation. And Shalom to your elect, which consists of the men, women, and children that have the true, sincere faith of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. Also to the speckled birds, the scattered Israelites, the ones that look like the other nations, but they have the spirit of an Israelite, and the ones that have a spiritual ear to hear, the ones that's preparing themselves in these last days during the ways of salvation and flee the hour of temptation. I'm the brother Amon out of the DC Church. Just coming at you with a real quick video. You know, today's July 1st, and today Maryland implemented some laws, and one of them was talking about the gas prices and how gas is going to go up 46 cents, and diesel is going to go up 47 cents. And we know that, you know, if you pay attention, well, if you don't know, I'm telling you now, like it goes up around this time every year. You know, this is when people like to take their vacation. You know, 4th of July is coming. They're going to travel and things of that nature. So, you know, Esau is always plaguing these people. And what these people trust in oppression, and they love it so. And we see these people under demonic possession because they don't fight back. They don't think outside the box. Here it is, they're in the democracy to where the people are supposed to have say so, and not the politicians and then the people in the upper. But yet these people will sit back and complain about Trump and this ain't right, that ain't right, and things of that nature, man. And the reason why they said that the gas prices is going up via the public transportation and then fixing the roads, which that's crazy because if you look at America, throughout America, man, you just when they're fixing roads or something like that, it take forever. It'd be years that they be doing things. And then when you drive by, there's like one guy working and you see like 5 of the dudes standing around. Like, what's going on? You know, and I had the pleasure of talking to the Kahana Wad this morning, and how we was talking about that stuff. And I'm not sure if it was him and me that mentioned like China is super efficient and stuff like that. You know, they got trains running through buildings, their public transportation. You could pay your public transportation with recyclables. It's super efficient out there, man. Their technology is far advanced, but yet this is the biggest, baddest, richest country in the world, you know. But yet everybody's miserable, frustrated, needing therapy, hooked on pharmaceuticals and drugs, you know, and alcohol and everything that you could think of that which is addictive. You know, social media, that's a big one, you know, and that's how they get the kids hooked, to get the kids angry, and just everything is frustrating here, you know. So if you're not vexed with this place, yeah, you sick, man. You sick all the way, you know. Even I did the in transit, and you know, I got cut off by a 250. You know, like the way he did it was just like that was unnecessary, you know. And I was just talking about the traffic, right? And how people don't know how to negotiate merging properly. They don't know. They don't have a sense of awareness of, like, if you're driving in the fast lane and you see a bunch of cars going around you, pull, get over, you know, be considerable. But yet these people are here and they love it so. That's why we know, like, these people have been bewitched. And that's why we understand that, like, look, man, if they can't get it, we moving on, because it's like beating a dead horse, trying to get the horse to get up. Nah, it's never going to happen. So we just leave it alone. All right. And I thought about this, right? Oh, let me get that Hosea 4:1, because we understand that these people trust in oppression, right? And as they trust in oppression, that they'll talk about it, but never do nothing about it, you know. And that's the thing about this truth. The water, and I said, I had to get on my knees, man. I said, the water Yahweh Shemi, I was trying for this truth, because these people are sick, constantly eating sickly food, and they just keep doing, and they know they're dying and things. Oh my goodness! I said, man, the water Yahweh Shemi, I was trying for Kaya Mathka wa the Barka Rabakacha, you know. Thank you for this truth, this the word, and the spirit, and your spirit, you know, because we understand health is wealth, You know, it says your health and body estate is above infinite riches. You know, you could be rich all you want and have everything all you want, but your body's sickly. You got gout, and you got cancer and things of that nature. But you can't even enjoy the things that you do have. Versus somebody that's doesn't have much, but gets up early and gets all the nutrition in their body and works out. You know, has like a good routine as far as taking care of themselves. You know, because health, if you're taking care of your body, it's going to take care of your mind. You take care of your mind, it's going to take care of your body. I was just watching one of the, you know, I like to like record myself and, you know, give myself messages so I remember. But I just got to go back, be more consistent and persistent. It's going back and watching them. You know, because if you take care, like once again, I gotta repeat it because it's gonna be installed in me forever. You know, one time, you know, it's sort of a little off topic, but somewhat on topic because one time I was talking to my older brother, and back in the day, you know, I used to work out every day, and you know, like people like to go to the gym. But my brother reminded me, I had said one time that I said, yo, the gym is everywhere. You know, just get down and do push-ups, do your squats, shadow box, you know, and then burpees. You know, if you do those things, man, every day consistently, man, your body will change. You know, your body, and even if you got a somewhat of a poor diet, even if you do have a poor diet, your something. Man, I take anything over strength or looking big. I'll take muscle stamina over anything. Like if you're able to wrestle box for a long period of time versus being able to do 325 for 35 reps, that is kind of, I ain't gonna front, that's a lot of muscle stamina though. That's, you know, but the thing about it is, like, if you know how to work around those things, if you know how to fight individuals like that, that's, you know, I'll take that over anything, man. You know, because you could look good and still not know how to get down and protect yourself and the ones around you. You know, so but yeah, getting back to this wicked world, but this is Hosea 4:1. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord have a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua in the land." And there's no truth here. You know, here it is. They talk about Jake is like, what, 13% of the population or 15%, but yet they commit 50% of the crimes. And then, you know, that's a lie. But yet these so-called white people and these other nations believe it is so. So every time they look at us with disgust. You've seen that same energy in the World Cup, to where the other nations look at Jake like shit, man, treating them like shit. And this is like, you know, what's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you people? It's like they're under the demonic possession, man. You know, to hate this color of skin. You know, but I said I love it so, man. You know, that's why I told myself, like, really get back on the man, though, like my workouts, because if you did that, like, working out gives you a certain type of calmness that nothing else is able to do. You know, especially if you are into like MMA, boxing, or whatever. You know, some type of combat sport, or even football or basketball. You know, it gives you this certain type of confidence of, like, man, I could do this, I could do that, and I know that. And sometimes you could look and tell at certain individuals, like, you know, I can't even look at you like that because, you know, I'll do it to you. But yeah, getting back onto the topic, man. It says, by swearing and lying, right? These politicians are out here lying and I'm saying this is the reason why we get the gas prices as high as for the roads and public transportation. It's like, that's a lie, man. And stealing, right? They kill individuals just to take their land, eminent domain and things of that nature, just so they can build a highway through it, or they'll make Jake move. Yeah, man. Well, I was just thinking about, was it L.A.? But multiple cities, they make Jake move on the other side of the tracks, so they could, you know, build their stuff, man. And it's still chaotic. It still has a bad design. You know, so that's why I thought about this earlier. The scripture has said it must be destroyed. I said that they must be destroyed. They're too damn wicked. But I was referring to Revelations, where it says, them that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Them that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. But I said this place must be destroyed because it's too damn wicked. You know, it says by killing and lying and stealing, Salaki. It says by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out, and blood toucheth blood. Yeah, this basically, yeah, they promote so much adultery. It's not even funny. They got housewives. First they was doing it to Jake, you know, but then they doing it to the Edomites too, with housewives, or what was it called? Jersey Shore. It's like having that party lifestyle, living that what is it called? A riotous lifestyle, you know? And like the Lord doesn't like that, man. Going out every night and drinking and having, you know, relations and stuff like that. The Lord requires you to be clean on certain days, you know? But yeah, that's something I thought about. And yeah, man, I was thinking about the judgment that's coming upon this place because of the wickedness thereof. And then one of the curses I thought about was the Deuteronomy 28:61. It says, also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of the law, then will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. And you got to think about that, man. This is going to be a time never since before. There's never been a time, you know, it's, right? So there's certain plagues and sicknesses that's going to come to this place to where people are going to be bugged out their minds, just how, like in Egypt, you know, when the first few plagues came, you know, okay, you know, this is crazy, this is wild. But then people started to look at it like, yo, this is getting wild, man. Like, and we could tell this is the spirit of Yahweh, you know, out of Shadia. And they, you know, they confronted Pharaoh like, yo, Pharaoh, let him go, let the people go. And the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart. Just how he's getting ready to do to whether it be Nero or whoever is the president or whoever's in president or in charge, getting ready to harden their heart because all of the plagues that's getting ready to come, you know, people are going, oh my goodness, they're going to be frightened. They're like, there was darkness for like 3 days, right? If I'm not mistaken, and to where they could, like, they will light a fire, they'll feel the fire, but they can't see it. But you know what? You gotta, I'll give you, you know, the comfort side. Israel still had light, you know? So that's why we keep fighting, man, because we're going to see the miracles, man. We're going to see our enemies go down, you know? So we'll take the hatred that we get for preaching Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shine and waking up our people and things of that nature. Fucking bitch. And we'll take the eye stares and looking at like what crazy. And yeah, we'll take the hell, man. So we can receive our kingdom, man. So we can dwell in peace and righteousness. All right. So those type of plagues, the type of plagues that's getting ready to come upon this place is going to be throughout. It's going to be unbelievable. Oh, let me see if I can find that, bro. But let me get this real quick because it ties in. This is Jeremiah 6 verse 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I will give unto their fathers. You know? And that's the thing, man. We're getting ready to be put back in our land. You know, a lot of, I thought about this, right? And how, like, you know, a lot of Jakes like to claim, like, where they're from. You know, that's their homeland. They like to go back there and chill. Like, people will be, where they grew up in the house, like, and then they're still there, they in the house until, like, their 50s or their 90s. Like, I lived here all my life. You know? Because it's a pleasant place. It's like, you know, you got a lot of memories there. Versus going from house to house and state to state. You know, the scriptures talk about how that's a miserable life to live. But let me get this, because the torment and pains the Egyptians was getting, I was about to say, if it opened right up to it, that's the spirit. But we're not far. See, that's nope. 18. You know, and the plagues that came upon Egypt, they were frightened. Even in their dreams, that they were just going through it. It says This is Wisdom of Solomon 18, verse 14. It says, for while all things were in quiet silence, and that night was in the middle or the midst of the swift course, thy almighty word leaped down from heaven out of the royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of the land of destruction, and brought thy unframed commandment as a sharp sword, and standing up filled all things with death. And it touched the heaven, but it stood upon the earth. Then suddenly visions of horrible dreams troubled them sore, and terrors came upon them unlooked for. So they wasn't even looking for it, but they had troubled dreams and things of that nature. Things were coming upon them that they're just walking, living in la la land, and out of nowhere, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Or something crazy happened, like you go out to go get some water, you come back, though your whole family's dead, type deal. That's getting ready to come to America, man. People are gonna be gone. It says, and one throne here, Salakia, yep, and one throne here, and another there, half dead, shewed the cause of his death. For the dreams that troubled them did foreshow this, lest they should perish and not know why they were afflicted. So they were basically, their dreams were letting them know why they died, man. So there was the type of plagues and torment and pains, like the aberrations that's getting ready to come to this place. Salaki, I gotta close it up real quick because I'm not not feeling so well or whatever. I guess I gotta use a bathroom or something. But I was just thinking about the judgment that's getting ready to come upon this place and things of that nature, and how the Lord, Allah Shadia is a terrible power. When the Lord was given, when Moses was dealing with the children of Israel, and the Lord was displeased with them and basically giving them the commandments out of the cloud. Basically, when the Lord came, he told them to don't eat for 3 days, have relations, don't have sex for 3 days, and so you could be clean. And the Lord came and he was giving them the commandments, and then they basically, after the 10th commandment, that they were just like, yo, Moses, 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 yo, let us talk to you, because of the thunder and the lightning that was coming down. And you know how that crackle and sound, bro, it shakes the ground. You can feel it in the house. So imagine not even being in the house, you out there in the field or whatever, and this was like you just imagine this, and so, how a storm, you hear it there and here, you hear it there and you hear it there and here, but it's getting imagine just continually. Oh my goodness, man. So that's how the terror that's getting ready to come upon this place is going to be unimaginable. People are going to be lost. But with that, I hope you was edified, really just edified, man. Informed that the terror that's getting ready to come to the Lord, and it's not for nothing that Zaquan Zainala had mentioned the dwell. Be dwelling in this place, man, because this place is getting ready to go down. Dwell with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, so you stay protected. You stay connected so you can stay protected. So I want to give a praise and honor glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kakwadash, the bonus under my bishops, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the brothers out there pushing the words of serious truth and shalom.